Newcastle will return to its former glory. That's according to Mayor Xolani Dube's promise, as he says his main priority is reviving the town's economy, which has dwindled quite severely. Drug abuse and unemployment are some of the problems affecting communities in Newcastle. Dube joins me now for this discussion. A very good morning to you. Thank you so much for your time. It took a lot of horse trading and failed agreements and backing out of coalition deals with the ANC for the IFP to now side with the DA to allow this process to unfold. Let's talk about, you know, the uphill and what it took for you to now emerge victorious and be in this position to make an impact to the people of Newcastle.
Well, let me start by greeting you and the viewers at home. You know, for us in Newcastle, it wasn't that much difficult because we know the local dynamics and we know what is it that we want for people of Newcastle. So it was easy for us to reach a consensus and come into agreement that we are going to work together.
In reaching your agreement, we know that your president, Velunkosi Hlabisa, has spoken quite a deal about playing a strong role in municipalities. The party received a lot of strong support from, one such municipality being Newcastle. How are you now hoping to make a difference and shift dynamics in a stronghold of yours?
You know, firstly, as the IFP, we do have the manifesto. And our manifesto, there are points that we need to stick to so that we can be able to deliver as expected to the people of Newcastle. Well, that manifesto is informed about some of the things that people of Newcastle are in need for. Hence, we are very confident that being guided by our manifesto, we are going to change their lives in Newcastle.
We have seen that a lot of coal mines in the area have resulted in, have been closed and resulted in people leaving Newcastle. That, in essence, affecting the economy of Newcastle. What is your plan to ensure that you revive the economy and make a difference within that municipality?
Maybe let me start by saying, regardless that we have been affected by the pandemic, and the economy, well, was also affected as such. We are prepared, as this new council that I'm leading, one, we are prepared to make sure that the infrastructure that is aging, because that is one of the factors that is contributing towards the high tariffs. We are going to ensure that the infrastructure that is aging, we replace all that needs to be replaced, and we repair and maintain all that need to be repaired and maintained. However, the issue of water, the restriction of water and interruption of water supply, we are having plans in place to ensure that people, business people, are do supplied with water in a manner, in a constant way, rather.
Last year, there were reports about the city's financial reserves being very low. What was the state of the finances as you took over, and how much leeway do you have with your current budgets to make those kind of changes that you speak of?
No, firstly, I must acknowledge that we do have financial constraints. However, we are prepared to cut down on our budget, but ensuring that while we are cutting down on some issue, on some items, but we ensure that service delivery is not compromised. We are working, we are having a plan to work on our financial issues. We are going to prioritize our payments, whom do we pay and how are we going to pay. However, but I must say that we are opting to investigate all that is there, that all the outstanding creditors, we are prepared to investigate so that we know that what we are paying for is what we have received, because we cannot just take it for granted that the amount that we are owing to people is what we have is the services that have been rendered. However, I'm not saying that there are elements of dishonesty. But we must make sure, then prioritize and pay people accordingly, because we cannot deny people payments whereby they have worked for the municipality. But we are worried as the new leadership of the amounts, exorbitant amounts that we are owing to people. But we are going to investigate and pay accordingly. However, we are going to cut on our costs so that we can keep this municipality moving.
In cutting costs, where are you looking at? What are some of the focal areas?
Some of the focal areas is that we need to look into the issue of overtime. That is one issue. And also, we are going to make sure that all the water leaks, because many of, we tend to pay more in water that we acquire than that we are using, because there are water leaks on our system. So we are going to repair our water leaks, and also we are going to make sure that on the issues of renting, we are renting machineries. So we need to cut on that one also. And also there are cases, whereby we end up paying more on legal cost. We need to see if we can find a consensus with those people, if we can reach an understanding with those people, because, going to court is costly. That is one other aspect that we need to cut cost on, the use of external resources, while we do have people inside that can do the job. We can, and also the use of consultants. I know it's difficult for us to do so, but we do have people with the expertise within the municipality. So we need also to cut on the use of consultants. And well, there are some other aspects that we are going to opt cutting on.
Very well. Thank you so much. All the best to you. Congratulations. Newly appointed Mayor of Newcastle, Xolani Dube, giving us a breakdown of some of his priorities as he goes into office in addressing the challenges in Newcastle.